Boop 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 boop. Here we are again, and again meaning like you weren't here for the first couple times. You're here for the first time because I deleted the first go rounds, and I'm talking with a bunch of friends around climbing Cringe Mountain. We are climbing Cringe Mountain, and we're doing it together. So I came across this guy, Dr. Russell Adcoff, right? And I have a lot of thoughts around um, why and what it means when we start coming and approaching stuff from a, I'm going to air quotes, the spiritual manner. When we decide finally that we are spiritual beings having a physical experience, it literally totally shifts your worldview. It shifts like everything that you are. And so, what that is actually called, it can be linked to systems thinking, right? And so, I wanted to know more about systems thinking because it's also related to second order change. And again, that's when you change the whole system, your worldview, whatever, and that's when you can have these crazy breakthroughs. And it seems like less effort, and it really is less effort because you're applying a whole different new way of thinking in that way. And the best way I can think about that for you, or is the way I think about it anyway, is like when you the smaller thinking is no different than larger thinking in terms of how does it tax the mind. And an example of that is like, oh man, same level of thinking would go into I want to go buy a car as I want to go open a dealership, right? So I can have all of the cars. Um, so the same level of thing, this like feel it like when you thought about, oh, what does that feel like mentally taxing wise? It's like the same level of effort, right? Theoretically. And so this guy is all about systems thinking, and what I loved about him finding this video last night and feeling so passionate about sharing it is that like he hits on like all this system thinking and um, how he's really big on learning, right? How when you learn something, usually it's done with some type of motivation. And so it just reminded me of like all the work that I'm doing and probably a lot of the work that you're doing if you found me, is that this all comes from just this desire to know more, not so that you can run around and teach it, but you have this insatiable desire to learn more. And then when you do learn it, you're like it's not because it's what you were taught. He's significant. Like he goes into like if you've been taught something, it's actually it can sometimes be harder to learn because you've been given these are the answers, and you're like these are the answers, and you don't deviate from it. So really cool video, and I think what you'll also appreciate about this video if you go check it out yourself, if you get into it, is that um, let's check it out, right? Let's look down here. Like those little lines down at the bottom of the video, those little lines down there at the bottom of the video, that's from a videotape. It's like some like and this is like 10 years ago, it's not AI, it's just like real guy that's like super passionate, educated and learned and oh my God, worth it. I'm like, I didn't even finish it and I was like, oh, I have to go share this with the world. Check it out. Give me your thoughts. Understand though, again, it relates to if you're following me or if we're here together, we're having a conversation about what does it mean to be, spiritual. Uh, Part of it, a huge part of it is like you've just changed how you think. Understand that, and that's okay. It doesn't change that we're spiritual beings having a physical experience, but what you've done is you flipped the paradigm in that example, right? It's aligned to your identity. Now you are somebody different. And when you are somebody different, the capabilities of that somebody different change and the thought processes of that somebody or something different changes. Meaning that you have changed the way that you think. Enjoy.